Pro Football Weekly is previewing the offseason for all 32 teams. Right now we're in the NFC North, and the Detroit Lions coming off a playoff berth finally. But that defense at times let them down. Mike, what do they do to fix that defensive side of the ball?
I think you really have to look at the back end of the defense, cornerback and safety, and they really have to get better. I think they need more options at both of those positions. Now, whether that's through the draft or in free agency, I think that's where you really have to look and kind of find them trying to improve themselves, because they really struggled against Green Bay and New Orleans at the end of the year. And those are the type of teams you're going to have to beat in the NFC.
They figure with the talent they have along the defensive line, if they can get the back end as well, it could be a much improved defense. The running back position has been a trouble area for the last couple of years. We know they drafted Mikel Leshoure last year. He was out all year long. Then Javis Best went down with concussions. What do they do with the running back position?
That's very interesting, because they're obviously hoping that both of those guys are going to be healthy for 2012. But in the case of Best, we're talking about concussions, which is obviously a sort of a difficult thing, as Jim Schwartz told us at the Super Bowl. And also Mikel Leshoure, it's an Achilles, which is a tough injury to come back from. So I think the question with them is not whether they stand pat, but how they address the position otherwise, because again, they had some very good plans at that position that didn't pan out last year because of injuries. So you want to improve your depth, certainly, if you're the Detroit Lions.
They've got to find a way to take some of the pressure off Matthew Stafford. Calvin Johnson was a beast last year, but now he's under contract for 2012, but that's it. Then he's an unrestricted free agent. Are they going to find a way to get him signed to an extension?
That would be an ideal situation for them, because of the cap ramifications, and because again, it's not only Calvin Johnson with regards to the cap, it's all the other players they're going to have to address at some point down the road. This is a young, talented team, a lot of core guys that they certainly would like to keep, you would think, and getting Calvin Johnson signed long term is not only important from a football perspective, but from a balancing the books perspective, and he's a guy that clearly is going to command top dollar. So I think you keep an eye on those sort of talks if they occur in this offseason.
And it's going to be interesting to see just what that top dollar is. The sky is the limit for Calvin Johnson, both in terms of talent and on the field, but also what that contract's going to be once he eventually signs it. That's a look at the offseason for the Detroit Lions. Make sure to check out all of our offseason previews. You can subscribe to us at YouTube or go to ProFootballWeekly.com.
It's never too early to start thinking about the NFL Draft, and Pro Football Weekly's new draft database has you covered. Check out updated player rankings for over 750 prospects and our exclusive PFW Stock Watch. Just go to the Draft tab at ProFootballWeekly.com.